We can have a live with it.
Okay, we are live. Okay. Uh,
Yeah, I think.
welcome welcome everyone, and I wish you all. I first of all want to congratulate you all for joining this session at a Paradox Alpha with collaboration with Grow In. Now, talking short about myself and Amit over here. I am the founder and the CEO of Grow In, and Amit over here is founder and CEO of Paradox Alpha Community. So, welcome you guys. Now,
Welcome you all.
before beginning, before beginning, and anything, and I want to ask a short question from you guys. Why are we here? We all have colleges. We all are, many colleges are teaching Python nowadays, and even for school kids in 11, 12 syllabus has included Python, and government has enabled coding from sixth class, right? But still, what is the one thing that is missing from college studies that's the reason that we are coming here in a webinars or in seminars or in events like this. Can anyone answer that?
Well, question, Krishna. You said well question regarding this the topic. Why we are here?
Yes.
The main motive is that
Okay.
why we are here. So, answer, guys. Please answer this question regarding this. Why we
Oh,
are here? Because
okay.
you all know that in institute and another where you have teach many things and you got many things over there. So why you are joining that types of events and that type of workshop over there? Right now you are in the this session. We are teaching you that the whole session of Python. Why you are joining this? What you get from here? So
We
anyone
are getting
answer
some
regarding
amazing
this?
response. Amit, we are getting really good responses. Aman is saying to gain extra knowledge and extra time. That's really good. Okay, and you don't
Yeah.
want to waste your time. That's great.
Yeah.
Kavita is saying to become creators. Man, I must appreciate her. This is the one quality that every creator, or every entrepreneur, or every tech geek should look for. They must be a creator because see, in future, everything is going to be based on tech only. Like the AI is coming up, the DevOps is coming up. So, all this is going to be the future. So you must be a creator to create anything, any software or any application to enhance our skills. Why don't you? What is lacking? Siddhant is saying, to enhance our skills, what is lacking in college education? To update to latest technologies, that's really great. That's true. To learn in the best way, true. Uh, okay, the schedule you plan,
Okay.
too good.
That's
Too good. It's
see the
thank
last comment,
you.
Krishna.
Okay, I'm very
That's a
interested
awesome.
about procedure of
That's interesting
program
thing.
and that's
That's a
great.
good
That's
point
great.
from here. Yeah, that's a good point we
Right.
have
No,
got from there.
you guys have literally hit the spot. This is truth, and this is so true that actually see the gap. And I'm not here blaming any education system, or I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying that in order to keep updated yourself with the latest technologies, you must join a community where you are learning with from each other. See, DevOps is evolving day by day. Java is evolving day by day. And if I talk about Python, strictly Python, AI, ML, it is evolving day by day, man. I mean, and one day I hear the news of robot cutting hair, and then another day I'm hearing a news of AI is rendering the image that was taken in Neil Armstrong, the first man who stepped on the moon. So, that image is being rendered in 4K by AI. So AI is evolving day by day. So to keep up with that, we need to join these communities, and we need to join these webinars. And one thing that makes us stand apart from any other educational providing system is that we here are preparing you to for real world, right? We are creating the creator, we are pulling out the creator in you, and we are putting you out in the real world. We are preparing you for the real world challenges, and this is what this orientation is about, to give you the basics of the event that we are going through, and which is what things are coming in your way, to enhance your skills to the next level. Rightly said, Amit?
Well said, Krishna. I think you are giving some all the points regarding this. So basic things that I'm adding
Yeah.
some points before starting about the session. So let us introduce first of all the our senior technical expert Akash Singh Rana sir. So Akash sir, can you introduce yourself with our whole members?
Thank you so much, Amit. Hello, everyone. My name is Akash, and I'm
Sir,
from
you are not
Indore.
audible.
And I have recently. Okay. Am I audible now?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So, good evening, everyone. I'm from Indore. I'm Akash Singh Rana. And recently, I have completed my machine learning and AI post graduation program from NIT Warangal. And since last 6 to 7 months, I've been working with Alpha Paradox community. And yes, we have been training quite a good amount of students with us, and they're working somewhere. Some are on internships, and some are still handling life projects as a freelancers. So I hope that we can again put out some quality students, and many of you can grow with us, help us grow along with you, and we can have a long life connection. So, Amit,
Okay. Thank you, sir. Actually, the question regarding that, the Krishna have said that why we are here. So, as we have got answer from from you of guys, we have that known that we have a knowledge about regarding everything, but we have not yet think about that where we have used that knowledge. Like for example, when we are teaching, we have get some knowledge from your our school, college, and an institute where you have learned about that. So at that time, when you are coming in the practical life or in a practical real life world, when you are practicing that thing, like Krishna, I think your web development whole thing, when you are practicing that thing, I think you have stuck
Yes.
over there.
Yes.
But that time you have a knowledge about that all. But where you are
Right. Right.
using that knowledge, you have that question over there. So right here we have giving you that knowledge where you are using that with real life examples, as well as we have considered, like for example in HTML page we have a one car which is moving through the signals. Like we have a three colors of signals like red and green and yellow. If the color of that signal is red, then car automatically gets stopped. So in this real life we have using that concept, because when we are passing through in any road, that concept is totally over there. So at that time when you are using that thing, I think this is a good example for you all, because when you are practicing that example with their coding performance, then it's helpful to you all. So first of all, let me introduce my community with you all, which concept and which principle we have doing that things. First of all, we have introduced our community. The basically the name, the paradox of the community means itself say that the community, the paradox means that you have when you have something, but you have not known about that thing, we check that thing and get from your like that when we are extracting something from any minds, like that you are a resource for us, but which way we have used you, or which way you have useful for others and is useful for you. So basically our community are working with another people's, like when someone comes that they have a confusion regarding that where which field they have been you go, or which area they have been go. So yeah, first of all the question is arise that why we have a lack of confidence over there, because we know everything, but why that we, because they have not practicing that thing. So our community will practice helping that person with in live projects. We have giving many things over there. So that thing is uniqueness for our community, because we have helping them to introduce their practical skills or to enhance that practical skills, as well as some soft skills regarding which they have been used for the other company purpose. I think Krishna, I have told everything, so it's up to you, Akash sir. I think you have introduced that whole sessions regarding this event.
Okay, so Amit, before starting anything or before saying anything, I would like to inform each and every folk of joined with us today evening that guys, we will be starting classes by tomorrow. I can see here some people are desperate for the classes, saying ये कैसी पढ़ाई हो रही है and can you please start the topics. So have some patience. Today we will be telling you about what magic Python can do, what magic technical skills can do, and from tomorrow, we'll start with the topics and we'll start with the technical part of the Python and its frameworks. So, are we ready, Amit, Christian?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes,
So,
sure.
as we have named our event static world to dynamic world, right? So, when we talk about dynamic world, we expect changes every second, every moment that we live through, right? For example, Christian was talking about AI. It's rapidly changing. It's rapidly growing. Its bar is constantly increasing.
Exactly.
So that is what dynamic world is all about. We keep changing, and so does the actual world. It always keeps changing, and we have to stay in touch with it. We have to stay along with it. We have to walk along with it. So that's why we are saying from static world to a dynamic world. We are talking about Python, and why Python? Reason being, today in today's date, each and every aspect of field in CS, everyone is moving to Python. Be it web development, be it game development, be it software development, or be it anything. Reason being, why it is happening? Because Python has a huge libraries within itself, and it is the most easiest language to code. Anyone who has no knowledge about coding or no knowledge about computers, even that person can learn Python very easily. And it's fun to learn, it's fun to code. So that's why we are moving towards Python. We will be teaching Python. And again, we will help out with everything, assignments, test, class, doubt sessions, everything. So Amit or Christian, do you want to add on anything to it?
Okay,
No,
let
no,
me
I think
introduce
that would be
about the
fine.
regarding the whole sessions. So first of all,
Hmm.
we have
Hmm.
a whole course within 3 months. We have a 3 months for the whole course. In first month, we will introduce regarding the from the basic of the Python to the advanced version of the Python for 1 month, and in that time, we have an alternate day class for 15 days for alternate, because in the gap of that day we have some uh, new things for you, like I think Krishna, we have a quiz round for them also for acknowledge
Yes.
their how they get that things. We have a doubting sessions, like if we have a bunch right now, if tomorrow when we have starting our session, at that time we have a one session, and after day after tomorrow we have a doubting session as well as your assignment session which we have giving you. Regarding that, we have some quiz which help you to enhance your skills regarding some topics of the which we have not covered over there. So I think this is the for the first month, and for the second month we have where you have using that technology, the Python. Okay, Akasa, I have one question for you regarding that. Why we are using Python?
Yes.
We have other language, like we have another language for that machine learning and for other framework like R language, etc. Why we are using only that Python? Why? Because we have other R language is a bash for the machine learning training for the machines and etc. I think this is a question for I think they have a question regarding this, why we are using that, and you have said that the Python is easiest code in coding. Why you have said that Python is easiest?
I said Python is the easiest language to learn, to code, and to perform. Reason being, one of the very basic reason is that, again, I'll repeat that reason, that Python has a vast libraries, right? I have mentioned it before. And along with it, we have functions for everything. For example, if you need to sum up two numbers or more than two numbers, you have a inbuilt function named by the sum, right? Amit, you are into Python, you must be knowing about it. And any of our friend who is into Python, they will be knowing about it, right? So we have inbuilt functions, we have easy to use libraries, we have easy to use frameworks. So I don't think while learning Python we need to move on to any other thing. For example, if I talk about web development, right? We need to go through HTML, we need to go through CSS, we need to go through JavaScripts and other frameworks. So to become a full stack developer, we need to know, or we need to learn numerous languages, but that's not the case with Python, right? HTML and CSS, Bootstrap, they're easy. Python, it's quite easy. We just have to sum them up, max to max 3 to 4 languages. And for the database, we have frameworks like Flask, Django, and others, right? And yeah, one more point. We call C++ the language of all, sorry, the mother of all languages, right? So Amit, can you please tell me the reason why C and C++ are called as the mother of all languages?
Ha, that's a good question from your side, sir. Actually, why we are calling that C? First of all, let give some chance to the our members to say about that or answer about that question. Anyone have known about that? Why C is called a mother language? Why we have considered the C as a mother language? Why we are not consider Python and Java and sector language for the mother language?
Amit, I wasn't able to hear you clearly. Would you please repeat?
Okay, sorry, sir. Right now I'm audible.
Yeah.
Okay, my question, if from you all guys right here, the caster has asked one question: why C is called a mother language? Why we are not calling the Python and Java is a mother language? C was introduced earlier. Okay, sort of thing.
Okay,
Okay,
Anil Kumar
but
says
why?
because all the
Amit
languages
sir,
use
Many
C like
language.
syntax.
Amit sir, can
Sir, wait a minute, Krishna sir, wait a minute. Uh, we will come to over there. So good evening, sir. Okay, Anjali. Can you see the first name? Wait, C is a middle. Okay, that's different. C is a middle, but why we are considered a C?
that's a different. That's a
Discussion
different. That's a
will have
different thing.
learning about Flask framework and Django, or or only one of them. Sir. Actually, we have teach both
Shashi,
Flask as well as
we are
Django.
planning to teach you both Flask and Django.
If we have some more times regarding that, then we will consider the bottle, the framework of the Python is the easiest framework. So if we have a time of that thing, we will also introduce, we will also teach that thing to you over there. Okay, come to the Krishna right now. Krishna, can you tell me why we are say that she is a mother language?
Actually, I did some intensive study about this because I'm doing my latest project is developing a compiler. So like in whatever compiler that we code, that's first written in C language only. That's the first point. That every
Right.
compilers are written in C language, right? And then now most of the languages are written in C language. Now, when you're designing a compiler, there are numerous phases and everything is there, but there you put syntax, right? And if you are talking about Python, then you put if syntax over there, so you get the liberty to change whatever you wish, right? So while creating any compiler or while creating anything, like you have power to create your own language, right? So that's why all that is done in C only, right? And this is one point. Second point is someone in comment section rightly said that C is used in kernels and OS. So that is also a major point because kernels and OS are actually they are the backbone of computers, right? Like the first and foremost thing that we know about computer is Windows. Either we are working on Windows or we are working on Mac, or if we are developer we work on Linux, right? So that is developed in C language only. Now again, someone said that C is the most popular. Well, you are wrong actually. In 2020 Python is the most popular. In 2019 Java was the most popular and in most demand. But when C was introduced back in, I guess, 1980s, am I right, sir?
Yeah,
Like 1980s, and it was, C was introduced. It was an instant hit.
19.
Before that, I guess there was machine language only, and C was an instant hit, and it just took over the market. right? Everybody was learning C language, and then C++ came as an update, and then C hash came as an update, and it is again developing. I guess there are more than 20 types of C language, right? So, that's why C is known as mother of all languages. C itself has a huge subset, and it includes C hash, C++, C minus minus, and many others.
Well said, Krishna. And everyone in the comment says that I have read many points regarding that. C is a high level language. First, C is a high. Okay, I think this is a wrong thing. Why you are saying that the C is a high level language? Okay, this is another comment is regarding this. C is a mid language. Okay, mid level language. Yeah, that's a good point. Why we have considered a mid level? We will consider that thing in our upcoming session when we are teaching you Python. Because when we teach you Python, we will definitely introduce every language and we will compare every syntax and everything regarding that. Why we are using that instead of this. So first, that question like the caster has asked. So that question is totally, I think, is common for everyone. So I have thinking regarding that point is Krishna said that one point. She is has a founder or the co is the main source where we have developed the kernel and everything. That's good. But if we consider that C++, where the C++ come? If you are considered the syntax of C and C++, then they have the same features and everything. So C is when we have given some advanced, like we have introduced some classes over there. We have some dynamic memories. Like Krishna, you have told that C is having a that a backend over there.
Yes.
So right now it's possible. It's possible, but at that time it's not possible because there is coming a new language. Simple language platform. Okay, yeah, that's also true. But when we consider as C++ is also introduced from C. Java comes when the C and C++ combine, then we get the Java over there. After you have C has that C sharp. C sharp also introduced when C combined with Java, and the Python also come when you introduce C sharp with C. So if everyone combined with that C language,
So
so
true.
why we are not saying that they have a mother language? Because we have many languages over there, like HTML. It is a scripted language over there. But in coding time, when we are coming over there, that C language, because the C language is a basic need of every language, so we have considered that C is the mother language. So coming to the our session in second month of the our session, we have considered one thing. One person is asking that we have teach you the Django and Flask. We have teach you both of that framework, because when we are using Django, we have basically we say that Django is helpful in hosting anything if you combining with backend, because they give you better backend. They have a structure uniqueness over there. Instead of Flask is easy to operate over there. And main thing is that I am working in Flask and Django also, but in Flask I noticed that we can create any machine learning things under that whole code. But when we combine with Django now, it's want that thing in Django. Like when we combine with any API, we have done one project regarding the our collaboration team, Andy over there. We have a one thing, a chat box. So when we are preparing that thing now, we notice that we use the API key, but when we are using API key, there's a one syntax error over there. The Django use only the framework and the other software of API, which itself built in Django. Like, because they have a security over there, good security. So we have created that thing and we have included that thing over there. So we will introduce you Django as well as Flask if we have a time or their time limitation, because we have overall complete that whole both. But if we have a time, we will introduce the both also. There are many frameworks, but the main frameworks it's Django and Flask. In third month, we have starting with the machine learning. we have our data science topics, but we cannot consider the whole data science, because the data science is a whole vast language over there. Because everything, like when we analyze any data, like when we recognizing a face, it's come to data analysis. So at that time when we are consider that data, and we get from the output from there, like we are using pandas, we are using numpy, we are using other things, because that thing is different. They give you inbuilt structure over there. That thing is vast. So we will overall we will not take whole data science, but we will take the common part which we have using in many projects. Like you have numpy, you have OpenCV, you have many things regarding MATLAB. You have a main thing when you are preparing map, you will create your map itself in using the your data science. I am right, Akash sir? If we want to create a map regarding that, we also create that thing. So we will take that thing, and at that third month is very important, because we have how you can use API in Django's and other frameworks, and how you can use without using any API. Something like Krishna, I think when anyone want any API over there, so like from the Google Map, we got API. Sometimes they have no money for that thing. So
Right,
how you can get data from there? It's called, I think it's a scrapping is a it's a crime, but that's not a crime for it.
yes,
We have
yes.
two concepts: it's web scrapping and as well as API. API and web scrapping is both are same, but the basic thing is that in web scrapping, you will get the whole page over there. You can do anything regarding this. So
अमित
many
सर
frameworks are, yeah.
अमित सर हिंदी में बोलने की रिक्वेस्ट आ रही है.
सीजे आर्य बहुत देर से रिक्वेस्ट कर रहा है.
हाँ.
तो आर्य जी,
ओके.
एक बात हम बताना चाहेंगे, हमारे साथ कुछ साउथ से भी लोग हमारे साथ जुड़े हुए हैं, तो ताकि सबके लिए कंपैटिबल रहे, सब समझ सकें. एंड साउथ इंडियन में हिंदी थोड़ी सी मुश्किल हो जाती है, इंग्लिश इजी मीडियम है, तो इसलिए हम इंग्लिश में ज्यादा कम्युनिकेट कर रहे हैं. तो प्रोबेबली आपके लिए भी हम कोई ना कोई रास्ता जरूर निकालेंगे.
Okay, I will help you that. Okay. Arya, actually, I am saying that मैं basically सिर्फ ये बोल रहा हूँ कि when you are using the whole framework over there, we cannot get everything from the data science. हम सब कुछ नहीं देते यार bro. हमें कुछ ना कुछ चीज तो चाहिए ना, कि जो चीज रिक्वायरमेंट रह जाए. So at that month, that last month, we have many things. दोनों में बोलो mix. हाँ, okay, we have this. So क्या बोलते हैं, सिंपल थिंग बोल सकते हैं हम, सिंपल लैंग्वेज में बोले सिंपल बोल सकते हैं. थर्ड वन इज द बेस्ट थिंग. वी हैव टू थिंग्स. हमारे पास दो चीज है. एक तो हमारे पास एपीआई है, जहां से हमें डाटा मिल जाता है. वी हैव एपीआई फॉर रिगार्डिंग दिस, एंड वी हैव अ वेब स्क्रैपिंग. Like right now it's a criminal things, because you have, if you stolen something from another website without any permission, like of course अगर आप कोई चीज ले लोगे किसी से, तो कैसे हो सकता है? कैसे आप चुराओगे अगर बाई चांस मैंने ग्रो एंड से लेना है कुछ? इफ वी वांट समथिंग रिगार्डिंग दैट, देन व्हाई, वेयर, if they will provide you the API, otherwise you will not get that thing over there. So in scrapping, which way you will scrap the data, where you scrap the data, we will give you some rules and regulation where you will scrap. If you are scrapping data from the government side and you say that Mr. is still say that scrap the data from anywhere, they come and actually also over there. So right now, that's the thing regarding this. So the next point is machine learning. We will teach you the machine learning, how you create a machine, how you train the machine regarding taking your like your images, your voice, your recognition, everything. But we have considered some deep learning also, concept of deep learning, because we cannot get everything. If you want that advanced level of deep learning and the machine learning, you will check that thing in grown in IND websites over there. We have also suggest that thing, because they have a huge amount of data over there for that advanced. Okay, I think we have whole known about that thing, but I think basically we have a alternate day classes, in which the alternate classes we have a doubt session regarding this. Can Krishna, can you explain that thing, and can you introduce the GitHub technology over there?
Okay. Yeah, right. Before getting into
Krishna,
GitHub and
sorry to interrupt.
yeah, yeah,
Sorry to interrupt.
no
But
problem, no
we
problem.
really have an interesting question here from Lily Kumari, and I would love you to answer that question. Is the platform government or
Okay.
private?
Sorry, I lost it.
The question is the platform government or private?
Yeah, sorry, and I lost the track. Can you repeat which platform?
Okay, I will repeat. I'll have to check. Okay, let's ask a favor from Lily. Lily, what do you want to know about the government or private platform? Because we are really not able to relate it with anything. Are you asking that in form of career related or what?
Now, are you asking about this platform or are you asking about I don't know what she means.
So that's why I
Sorry,
was
sir,
quite
your voice,
eager to know about it. That's why I was quite eager to know.
mm,
I mean, what is she trying to ask? Government, private? I mean, even
like
I'm confused a little.
Okay, Akash sir, I think we will answer in both sides of that thing. Oh, career. Okay, sir. Explain it.
Okay. Career related. Okay. Krishan?
oh sorry, wait. And actually, something appears to be wrong in my net because I'm able to like hear little breakage and my video
Okay.
is also lagging.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
still not,
So
getting the point.
Okay, so I'll do it. I'll answer on your behalf. So, Lily, if you're asking in concern with your career, so I would recommend you if you're learning Python and if you want to go into AI or machine learning or data science or game development or in any sort of this field, so I would recommend you to opt for a private platform or a private company. Or if you're looking into cybersecurity and or backends, completely backends like website backends or something, you can opt for government as well as for private, and this completely depends on your opinion, what you feel like. But from my end, from my personal opinion, I would recommend you to please try for private companies. Because government may, if you're stuck to a post, you keep on working on the same post and the same pay scale for quite some years, and then you somehow increase your pay scale. So please try for private. I mean, I'm not against government jobs. They are really fun. They are really relaxing. But still, I would recommend you private.
Okay, we were talking about jobs.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay. And actually my net finished, mobile net finished, so that's why and I had some issues.
that's completely okay, Krishan. So we okay. Lily's saying I'm from EC branch, sir. So
Yeah.
where do I effort?
That's a
Actually, and
good.
I would like to add something on this, Lee. One of my co-founders and one of my co-founders was from ECE branch, and he is the most amazing coder I have ever seen. Right. So it doesn't matter that
True.
from which branch you are, and it only matters, and your dedication and your hard work only matters. And if we talk about government and private, I think Sir has already answered that. And but there's one more thing that you can consider that is coming up, that is freelancing. And you earn a lot while doing freelancing. It doesn't mean that you're jobless. It means that you're dedicated towards working on yourself. And also you can also consider starting up or entrepreneurship. So these are,
Right.
see, you are not at all limited. If you're working in technology, you're never limited, right? Because see, everything is coming up, like you have automation with for everything. Like previously I remember when we were in 8th class, one of my cousin brother got this job, a job or in a internship sort of, where he had to mail clients from in USA at in a night. So he had that only one, that one internship kind of thing, right? But now what we can do is simply write a script program for that, and you're good to go. And all that mail or your work would be sent to client exactly at what time you put. Right. So everything is being automated, and you're never limited to jobs. Right. So yeah.
Okay. Next question is
Okay, so
regarding
there's
that.
one question from Anil Kumar.
Yeah.
So, what is your opinion about GATE? Should we do it? Anil Kumar, yes, if you're interested for a master's degree or postgraduate or PhD, you should apply for GATE. And even if you're not interested for post graduation, you can go for GATE. It can help you get land a job in government sector as well. And its score counts. It is quite helpful. Next is, can we assume after first month we can code on platform like Code Forces or Code Chef? Sujit, we will make sure that after a month you start coding on Code Forces and Code Chef. We will do a level best for that, and we won't let you down. Soham Kulkarni
Short teaser.
says, guys, I'm from marketing field. What?
I was just giving them a teaser, a short teaser that
Okay,
Groen is
okay.
also coming up with an event which would be exclusively for competitive programming. So if you guys are interested, and I would make sure that that event comes after 1 month, and again in collaboration with Paradox Alpha.
That's good.
Guys, please cling to Christian.
Okay.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
Soham says, guys, I'm from marketing field. So what? So Soham, doesn't matter if you're from marketing field. Even in marketing field, data analytics is quite an important part in respect to the sales or marketing strategies or the income or the profits, losses, everything. So Python can help you with that. We have vast libraries, and NumPy, Pandas are
Okay. Okay.
quite some libraries
Sir,
which can
can
help
I
you with
ask?
that, right?
So
Can I answer? Sorry for that.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
yeah,
So
yeah.
actually, when I am I'm an intern in one of the company in MNC, they have MNC. Over there, when I have there is a one product manager. They have a marketing field expert also. They have a technical field, and they have known about Python itself. And they have basic thing is that they have a not a field of CS. They have a field of EC. Really like you. Basic thing is that they have a whole thing. I think Krishna, you have said
I would,
same.
I would like to add something. Soham, and
Yeah, sure.
I guess this is a surprise for Sir and Amit as well. I'm also from marketing. Like
Uh-huh.
I have been doing in digital marketing for about 3 years now, and I have worked with companies like Times Network, Incubate India, etc., etc. Right. So it doesn't matter in which field you are. Tech is coming to you. Tech is coming your way. Right.
Think
And I have friends from MBA who are in IIM, and they say that we have to learn Python. We have to learn stats for data science, because see when you are in marketing, you have to manage huge chunk of customers. You have to see their behavior. For that, you use Python, and by Python I mean the data science part, right? So this course is must to learn. If you want to excel in future, this course is must to learn. Python is the way to go.
Thank you for answering, Krishan. And I'm glad
Yeah,
you're
thank
from
you.
marketing and still you're into technical.
Actually, I'm the one who does everything. I'm also good at technical front.
I'm
I'm
sure.
also good
I'm
at
sure.
data science.
I'm sure.
You can understand. You can understand.
I can completely understand.
yeah. Another question, sir.
Yeah,
Actually,
we have another question. Yeah.
Let's answer TSG Pathak. He says, I am from mathematics field. How can I get help from this session?
we have another question
Okay,
in here.
so Mr.
Oh
Pathak,
man. Uh,
Mr. Pathak, when we talk about AI or ML or data science, it's full of mathematics. It's full of statistics. It's full of
Yeah.
graphs. And मैथ्स ही मैथ्स है भाई जितना मर्जी कर लो मैं परेशान हो गया हूँ कर करके so
Actually,
from this you can help
one
on
thing
with
I would like to
mathematics
add.
as well. Yeah, sure.
One thing I would like to add. I was working with a company, and the CEO of that company quoted this. भाई कितनी भी कोडिंग कर ले, कोडिंग करने वाले लाख मिल जाएंगे, पर एल्गोरिदम बनाने वाले नहीं मिलेंगे. So if you are
That's
from
the point.
mathematics,
That's
if
a
you are
good
from
point.
mathematics, then kudos, चालू करो भाई अब तो.
Yeah, actually, in machine learning, Kasa said very well that thing. In machine learning and deep learning, we have a whole concept of math, like logistic regression, anything that when you are studying. We have Krishna. I think when in college, when in first year and second year, we have one topic regarding logistic regression and other things. At that time,
Yes, I remember.
we are thinking that there is no use of that topic. I think, but when we learned the machine learning and that deep learning, and I saw that there is a logistic regression. Oh, I do not know about that thing. So why?
Yes,
So in mathematics, I have said that my teachers was saying that one thing. If anyone known about the math, if anyone is good in the math, basically known everything because everything is connected with math itself. Anything
exactly.
regarding anyone, you have saying something and you have some points regarding that. You have in bullet you have used the math concept. You have anything you have using the math concept. Without this, you cannot get anything. So I think another question is, sir, after this course, do we get full knowledge and grip over the Python so that we would be able to work in real time in the existing companies? Okay, that's a good question. Yeah, actually, Akasa, you are saying something. You want to say
Actually,
something?
Yeah, sure. I will.
eternal,
So,
the username eternal
Shivaji,
is
yes,
asking a question. Sorry to disturb you, sir, in the middle.
let's. Okay, completely fine. You may
He's
proceed.
asking again. He's asking again and again. Quoted, and sir, I really want to learn, but much busy between 6 to 7. Now, and not just to you, eternal, and to everybody. And guys, this in a session would be on YouTube, so and it would be uploaded after and on the Paradox Alpha channel, so you can watch then or at any time and whatever time you wish. But in a beep, but like
So,
it
guys,
would be preferred that you come on live session to interact better with
so guys,
the learners.
here's an advantage. Here is an advantage for all of you who are connecting with us, that these tutorials, YouTube live sessions will be available to you for lifetime. You can visit them, you can watch them anytime you want to. So you are missing nothing. But again, we request you, please be available on live sessions, because that will be more preferable to any one of you. You can understand anything. If you have queries, you can ask them on hand. So live sessions would be more preferable and more recommended. And yes, we haven't answered Sivaji Katta's question. So let's answer him that Sivaji, yes, you will be able to work in real time and in existing companies. And if you have potential enough, you can also have your own company starting as soon as you grow up or you have enough what we say experience. And I'm really sorry, I'm a little bad with English because I'm a little nervous at this moment, and I fumble up very easily. So please ignore that part. Okay, Uday Pratap Singh. So this means we will have classes only on YouTube.
Okay.
Yes, so they're definitely completely on YouTube. And if you want any other platform, we will try that. We can help you out there as well. And yes, we have WhatsApp groups. You got the link from there. If you have any query, if you have any doubt after the live sessions, you can ask us over there. And anyone out of three of us, we will be available to help you there. We can give you on-call assistance, or we can help you out with live session as well.
Okay, another question. It is okay. As the schedule, as the education system is changing, Varun. So I think everyone, include our school or in the colleges, they have added some new topics like coding and other things. I think in my school, in my ex school in St. Mary's Senior Secondary, over there they are including they have a C in 11th and 12th they have C and C++, but right now they have Python because day by day the uh, advanced things coming in Python and other things regarding. We you have seen that in class 11 if you understand what is a coding, what the advantage of the coding over here, you can definitely, I think, in college time, uh, I will say that you will easily get everything over there. You cannot want any theoretical knowledge over there. You have a own practical knowledge and everything like project. And I think if you know about the language in 11 12, that's good in your study in internal as well as external exam. And on and real life, you have got many things to learn.
Actually, don't just restrict yourself because of a class, because like, and as we all know, government has introduced the coding from sixth class. So by the time when you get into industry, there would already be someone who is quite younger than you, who can do the task better than you, and with less money. So be prepared for that, and start learning as much as you can. So doesn't matter if you're in class 11th or 12th or in whatever class you are. And in fact, and you can easily get internships as well. If you're in class 11th, I have worked with many interns who were in high school. So yeah, and don't let that be some of your constraints, right? We already have many. Right, so I guess we should be moving forward
Okay.
to
So, Sujit,
GitHub.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, right. And
So,
actually,
guys, please focus and see that how can we download or upload files for your assignments on GitHub. So, please focus. Stay tuned.
yeah, but
Krishna, over to you.
can are you the host? Yeah, are you the host? Can you bring me on from backstage to front stage, because I have a laptop connected, and I guess Amit, can you bring me on the front stage?
Amit will
Actually,
do it.
Krishna,
Amit
Yeah.
will do it.
Okay.
I
Amit,
have
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I have not any request over
Amit,
there.
help.
No, 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 no. Okay, 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 okay. Yeah, yeah. We got it. We got it. Got it. And acha, before beginning my that GitHub, and I would just let you know about what assignments are going to be and how quizzes are going to be conducted. So after every lecture, you would get a short assignment question that you have to practice, right? Now, and the way we are collecting it is you would be uploading that on your GitHub. GitHub is nothing but a basic version control system where you manage your code, right? So this is the basic definition of GitHub. But getting more into it, and I would tell you much about it and how you can upload it and all that basics. But before that, your assignments are really crucial, and we would be giving top 50 students the certificate of excellence. Now that certificate of excellence would make you stand apart from the crowd. So these assignments, quizzes would be your evaluation criteria, and after these 3 months you would also be getting internship from our side. So there is also that thing. So make sure that your assignments and your practice is to the point, and I just want your practice, right? And don't restrict yourself to these assignments. Keep on practicing whatever thing that you're coding, whatever, whether it has error or whether it doesn't have error, upload that on GitHub, right? And I see most of the students and many students have send me they send me the whole code on WhatsApp. Now that is quite difficult to understand, right? Now what you do is, and after having this power of GitHub, I call it a supernatural power because it actually gives you that kind of power, right? So and you and just upload it on GitHub. If it has error, you send us that, and we would solve our error from our end, and then we would push the commit, and all these things I would show you right now, right? Yes, I hope my screen is visible. Yeah. Okay. So, basically, you first of all, you what you have to do is you have to create a GitHub account, right? So go on GitHub. Let's open a Ignito meet. Let's open GitHub, right? You have to just create your account over here, and after creating that account, you just have user, whether you can use your college user ID or you can use your work user ID, or if you don't have, you can use a personal ID. That is also appreciated, right? Just simple and a username, email ID, password, and then sign up. That no rocket science, right? Now, coming back to GitHub. Now, you can see over my GitHub that I have in a many in a repositories. I have over 40 repositories, right? Now, what these repositories are, right? Basically, understand that GitHub is for managing version control, right? And version control system. Now, what version control system is? Basically, when you're coding, when you're working on any real-time application, right? You need to have certain versions, right? Suppose an application has 10 features, right? So you have 10 features in certain application. I would name this application XYZ, right? And it has features ABCD, right? Now, a developer team would sit together and they would develop. Now, rather than doing everything at once and then committing it, that would create a lot of commotion and that would take a lot of time, right? So rather than doing that, what team decides is that we would first of all focus on one feature. That's the feature A, then feature B, then C, D, E, F. Right now, and after completing the feature A, what they would do is they would commit. Right, they would release the update or they would introduce it to the market. Right. So if you're a market person, then it is also really important to you for you to learn this, because like it is really suitable for market purposes that you launch your product as soon as possible. Right now we are getting into DevOps. We are getting into a deep core understanding of what DevOps is, and more on that later. But talking just about GitHub, now GitHub is used to manage that whatever code you have written, right? Rather than just keeping your code in your local system, you can manage your code much effectively and you can collaborate with your team much effectively on GitHub. And with the latest project feature, you can even create many tasks and that are to be done, and you can manage your projects more effectively, right? So on my GitHub, you can see 40 repositories. What repositories are there? Consider them in, I would talk totally in layman term, and these repositories are folders, right? Like we have folders on a system, these repositories are folders. So I have a folder for Java, I have a folder for web-based compiler, I have a folder for computer graphics, right? So I have these folders, and my codes are stored in this, right? So now folder, excuse me, my battery just went. Just a moment. Yes, yeah. So I was talking about repositories as folders, right? So folder might have one file, folder might have n number of files, right? So that totally depends upon you. Now, in GitHub, there is a limitation that how much repositories you can create, and I haven't even reached close to that limitation. I don't think most of the developers even have, right? So you don't have to worry about that. The free version has that limitation, right? So, if I talk about the repository Java, right? Now I have a certain description, right? All my Java codes here, right? So whatever I have practiced in a certain, and I was practicing more on HackerRank. So my HackerRank codes are over here. I guess some 90% codes are over here, right? So you can see I have created many files, and in these files, and all my code is stored, right? So all this code is stored, right? Now, this code is stored, right? So rather than keeping all these codes in my local system, I have kept it here. So rather, and also, and sir would also agree with me on this one, that rather than using Git as a version control, we developers like kind of tilt towards using it as a backup system. Don't you think so? Oh, I think network issues. Yeah. So uh, we kind of use it as our backup system because like I have no code on my local system. All codes are on my GitHub, right? So that makes really effective and to for me to manage all these system, all these codes, right? Now I was talking about version control system, right? So for that, I would show you one of my project. Yeah, and a student database management system. So basically, I'm a Java developer, and I basically code in Java. I created this project a while ago. Basically, this project is for managing a student data, right? So, I have different versions for this. I have about seven versions for this, six versions for this one, right? And like in version one, there was certain feature I created this with basic array, nothing else, right? Then in version 2 little more features using jdbc, and then in a version 2.1 I added an add feature where you can add student, right? So like that you can store your code. And if we have team collaboration, right? So in that team collaboration even the teammates can upload a code, right? So suppose you are working on an application, and again taking in the company name xyz company is working on an application, and in that application about they have features a to z, right? And about three developers are working together, right? So three developers have been assigned different tasks, and they have to complete it, right? So rather than programming on their own system and then transferring that via mail or via whatsapp, that's like nobody does it. That's okay boomer kind of thing, right? So we do it over here. We different collaborators can come together and they can manage your code effectively, and they can upload their part so that the team leader, the project leader can see. I think I have example for that. Yes, my airline management. Yeah, yes, and so you can see here that there are three contributors, and myself, my other two teammates, right? So these three contributors, we these three programmers, we together made this whole code. And basically, this is an airline management system where you can book your ticket or you can cancel and whatever stuff is there, right? So this is the basics of GitHub. Now talking about how you are going to operate it after creating your github profile, and add a certain your description or your place and whatever, right? After doing that, and go to repositories, and let's create a new repository, right? Let's name, and a name, you can name it python by paradox alpha, right? So you can name it anything you want. But make sure that the paradox alpha name is in your repository, because it would be much easier for us to identify which repository concerns us and which repository not to click, right? So add a certain description. You can add learning python. This is my new in a project in python. I'm totally new at it, or I'm intermediate at it. I'm learning this thing. So add a short description, right? Now, and keep it public so that we could see. Now what public and private is, basically if you're working on a project that is confidential, many times in companies that project is confidential, so you choose private over here, right? And then add a readme file. Basically readme file is again it's just a normal readme file, and you have in your different softwares and that you might have worked on, right? So it basically tells you about the project, right? You have to add it, right? Now create repository. Now this kind of window would appear, right? Now, and I notice get started by creating new file and all that, right? What you have to do is create new file, right? Or if you have project, if you already have a file, uploading a existing project, simple as that, right? Now creating new file. So whatever code that you have written, you just have to copy paste it here, right? Nothing more, right? And name it assignment 1, assignment 2, assignment 3, whatever your name is, like the assignment number, right? you name it, and add extension .py, that is for Python, right? It just makes it much more easier to manage and makes it much more, you know, good looking, right? So, and after doing that, after writing your code, and you add a description over here. If you want, then it's okay. Then commit a file, right? Click on commit new file. Let's add something. Let's add something. Let's take a print command, right? Right now, and I have to give it a name, a1 dot py, right? Now doing that, okay, commit file, right? So in a a1, in we have a file a1, and it has print hello, right? Now notice the color of the print, right? If you and didn't have added that .py extension, then this color won't show up. So it's easier for a developer to read code when there's color coding, right? So that's why it's important when you're working, when you were working on huge projects that has thousands of line of code. These small things are really crucial, right? Now, let's do one thing, and let's show you how you can collaborate in much better way, right? For that, I have to open another GitHub profile, and I yes, this one over here. Now, guys, one second, guys, one second. Let me open just another GitHub profile, and I would show you how we can do this, how we can collaborate in much better way. Yes, we have it right over. Yeah. So, and we have this repository, we have this account, and it's actually Amit sir's account only, right? So, and here we have this account over here right now. Now, and I have what we have to do is we have to do some change in my own repository, right? So, first of all, typing the name like Krishan. Okay. Now, and make sure that you click on all GitHub, right? Because you would be getting from your own repository. We don't want that, right? Now typing Krishan. Now where am I? You have to search, or if you know the username, then that's also really great. Yes, yes, we have it right over here, right? Okay, now and you have opened someone else's profile over here, right? Now go to repository or whatever repository that you want to add it. Now let's say I want to add it with Python by Paradox Alpha, right? Now and now I want to add it on this particular file. What would I do is go to code, and there is one small pencil right over here. Just click it, and now start writing whatever code that you wish, right? Let's add one more print command, and let's say um, paradox alpha, right? Now in a proposed change, you can't commit to anyone's repository, and make sure that now what we are doing here is in our local repository, we have done that change, right? Now to merge that change with the main repository, with the central repository, we have to create a pull request, right? Now when how to create a pull request, and you have done that certain change, now this kind of window would appear to you. Now all you have to do is create pull request, as simple as that. Okay, and if you want to add a commit, let's adding a print statement, right? And now that commit is over here. Create a pull request. Right now
Yeah.
that pull request has been created. Now let's go back to my profile and let's. Hi, Amit.
Hello, Krishna. Actually, Aditya have a question
Yeah.
regarding GitHub.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, Aditya, can you ask that question regarding GitHub right here? Because this is you are in live time now. If you ask something over here, then Krishna easily answer your question.
Oh shit. Yeah.
I think Aditya. Okay, Krishna bro,
Yes.
one recommended thing right now.
Okay. Am I going really fast? Okay. I would. Any questions? You were asking any questions?
Okay, I think if she have a doubt, any doubt, she will DM. We'll continue.
I can continue, man.
Yeah, Krishna.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, this is how you create a pull request. Now going back to my profile. Now in my profile, uh, yes, here first of all just refresh it. Now you can see in here that we have one pull request, right? Now click on that and you have this update over here, right? Now here you can see what update has been added, right? Go to commit update. Yes. Now you can see that a print statement has been added, right? Now, and you can edit that. It's up to it's up to the developer why whether he or she wants to add that certain change to the final repository or it's not suitable enough, right? So, now what you have to do is if you think that it's okay, right? Then you just have to merge pull request, right? And if you think no, then this commit is not suitable, then close pull request, right? Now, first of all, I will show you merge pull request and confirm merge. Yeah. Now that has been merged. Now let's get back to the code and open this. You can see that another line of print statement has been added, right? So this is how basic GitHub works. It has whatever I have told you, it's totally basic. I would also repeat it once I'm finished again, right? So another way of doing your commits is that you can commit through git bash. Now what git bash is a terminal for GitHub, right? You get it in Windows. So if you basically you have to install GitHub on your system. I would show you how it looks. uh, git bash here. Yeah. Right. So, you have this Git bash. There are certain amount of codes, and there, like any other terminal, you have certain amount of codes, and you have to write that in order to commit. But I find it much easier using GUIs, so that's why I use GUI, and I recommend that you use GUI in your beginner stage. Git bash is definitely better way to commit. It's much faster, but it's completely all right if you work with GUI, and I actually recommend you working with GUI. Right now, and notice one more thing in contributor. As soon as you merge, the another one who is contributing is added to it is added as contributors. Right now, and again, and if you are the manager of team, right, you have to see how much work has someone does. Right, so how could you do that? Go to insights and you can see how much commits a certain person has made. and I have made one commit, and Amit has also made one commit, right? So our score is equal, right? So this is also an effective way to manage. And now one more thing I would like to add is fork, right? Now I want this certain repository. Now let me get back to Amit's repository, Amit's account. Yes, now I want this repository in my system, right? What would I do? I would fork it. I've already forked it as I committed. I already forked it, and but it's in a, if you don't have added any organization, it would directly commit to. If you have, then it would ask in which organization you want to commit, in what which organization you want to fork, right? So this is how your basic GitHub works. I hope that's clear, and that is going to pass you in this assignment and this program. So yeah, and talking again the short basics. Should I repeat them?
Wait a minute, Krishna. If anyone have any doubt, please ask regarding the GitHub account, or we will providing you some basic video regarding the whole concept of that. I think Krishna, it's I think you will create that video, na, for
Actually, yeah,
creation.
and yes, 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 and give me 1 week, and we would be launching a course on GitHub, and from Growend, and that course would be paid for others, but definitely free for you guys. That course would go into full depth of GitHub and its practical implementation.
So if anyone have any doubt regarding the GitHub account, so comment in the comment section, and Krishna will be answered. One doubt is that your voice is not clear, Krishna, right now.
My
Okay,
voice
so
is
that's
not
not
clear.
actually a doubt. That's a service problem.
No,
So,
no,
okay, let's
not
start
at all.
from Yahabishek Dillu. That's quite a catchy name. So he's saying, sir, what are the key features of Python and why should I choose to learn Python instead of another programming languages? Amit,
Okay. So as
why
Akash
should
had told
Yahabishek
that,
Dillu choose?
Akash sir, can I proceed now?
What?
Can I answer the question?
Amit, you're not okay.
Krishna, I am not audible.
So you want
Yes, yes, you're completely
me to
audible
answer
too.
the question?
Okay, I have answered the question.
Okay, I'll do
All of
it.
us are ready
So,
to answer the
Yabhishek,
question.
if we are talking about the features of Python, so stay tuned for tomorrow because, okay, I'm answering. So, Yabhishek, if we are talking about the key features of Python, so we will let you know the features of Python by tomorrow because the fundamentals of Python asking why should I choose Python over other programming languages? First reason is it's quite easy. Second reason is it's quite fun. Third, it's platform independent. You can code anywhere, you can run it anywhere. Fourth, you can choose Python in any field like machine learning, data science, AI, gaming, web development, app development, software development. Any field you say Python is available and Python is ready to go. So that's why I would recommend you to choose Python over another programming languages. But again, you can have your own opinion as well.
Actually,
So
see,
next
it's
is
totally
Aditi
up.
Krishna. She,
Yeah.
yeah, continue.
Actually, I would like to add. Actually, I would like to add on that aspect whether you should go for Python or your Java or any other language. Well, basically, it totally depends on what your task is, right? Like you won't choose for graphic. You won't choose Python for graphics, right? But you would definitely choose Python for better data handling and better AIML, right? So that's why it's totally up to the developer, and it's totally up to the organization which language they go for, right? So that's why it's you should basically know most of the languages, and you should practice most of them, and get little bit good at, so that you can decide which language should I choose, which language should I pick up.
Krishna, Krishna bro, We have another question, sir. Can we work with GitHub on Chrome without
Great
installing Git
answer, Krishna. Great
on
answer.
system?
A round of applause for you.
Okay, sir.
Amit, answer this, please.
Okay.
Definitely. Uh, Definitely you can. You can use Git GUI without installing on your local machine. You can.
Okay. Regarding this, another question is after the third month, are we able to questions on the data science part on platform like agents and performs on data sets within the agents? Okay. Regarding this, as Asher had told that we have given you our best for that, and definitely you will work on that platform is after the third month of session, because you have known about the whole concept. We are using like a ladder. You are working with us from the basic and to the advanced. So at that time, if you are connected with us from the basic, so I definitely say that you will be easily do any coding in any platform. Regarding if you are using the Visual Studio Code and other competitive exam platforms, so you can easily do that. Make a small video then. आकाश सर आप कुछ बोलेंगे इस बारे में? आकाश सर?
Varunji, yes, we will try to provide you that service as well. We will help you out with small videos. We will share those videos on WhatsApp group, and you can go through them. And you may share what topic you need small videos on, so we can be more specific about it. So Varunji, please text in the WhatsApp group so we can help you out with that. And
Yes.
okay, Spark is saying, Amit Bhai Salam. He's giving you beer mugs as well. So do you want to have it right now?
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, Aditi Krishna ji, she is saying, sir, could you please tell me where the doubts been asked? I have some doubts regarding GitHub. So Aditi, if you are still tuned in with us in this live session, you can ask your doubt right away, or you can ping into our WhatsApp group as well.
Exactly.
Actually, regarding that Varun question, Krishna, I think you have answered that question because you have
Anyone
launching
else with
some
any queries,
short
with
videos regarding.
anything you want to know?
Krishna, bro, you have added something regarding that.
Sorry, and there's a lot of I think voice issue. Amit, can you please repeat?
Yeah. Of course, from
Yeah.
the one comment from the Varunji is make a small video regarding this to understand better. So, Krishna, would you? Uh, I think you got that thing. You have launching something new, na?
Definitely. Definitely. Yes.
So
Yes.
we
Yes.
will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, and yeah, we are coming up with a lot of stuff. So stay tuned.
Yeah. So we will provide you small videos regarding this. And right now, you have said that this session is so long. If you are studying the Python regarding that, you cannot complete the whole syllabus within a month. If you want a small video regarding that, if you're taking some small video, right, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, then at that time you cannot get maximum knowledge. And basic things that someone has said that why we are basic thing is that why we are not using another platform. Okay, because we are not using that another platform right now. If we collect that crowd over there now, like we using the Google Meet, we are using another one, that it's not look like sorry, we basically not and cannot give you answer of everyone questions regarding there. Like if anyone asking about that many questions through this comment session, so this is fine. We have changed. If you want to change that platform, But uh, in my point of view, the YouTube is the best platform to regarding this sessions, live sessions, because at live, if you can coming in live, then you can get which you want or which thing you have any doubt over there, then you can ask regarding at that point. And there are no some network issues also not over there. If you have not come at that live session, you can see that video after that also. But in Google Meet you cannot, if we save that, if we giving you that video, that it's I think it's not helpful to you at that time.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, so okay, quite an interesting thing. Chetan is saying, sir, do we get certificate of completion? Chetan, yes, you will get a certificate from Paradox Alpha in association with Grow IND, and that will be quite useful for your resume as well. That is definitely going to put some weight on your resume. And Sujit is saying internship will be paid. Any stipend given for the internship? Sujit, yes, you will get internships and you will be working with established companies along with Paradox Alpha. So any stipend that they will mention, you will get the entire stipend for yourself. You can enjoy, you can have fun, and you can work.
Okay, I think Akash sir, you have a network issue regarding this. That time, this time. Can you please show the login? Krishna, can you give us some small introduction
Okay,
regarding a login process of GitHub?
okay. Let me let me create another account, right?
Okay, yeah, you will create another one. Right, that's good for. So how attendance is taken? Okay, Anjali, we will. The question from the we will get to
Sorry,
know
there is
about
a
that
lot
thing.
of disturbance in.
Okay,
There's a
not
lot of disturbance. And Amit, can you hear any?
no, bro. Right now, now it's clear or any disturbance over
Amit,
here? Yeah, I think
is it
Krishna.
is it
Yeah,
my net?
yeah, it's your net.
Yes, yes,
Right
yes.
now. Okay, guys, wait a minute. We will uh, wait a minute. We will share a screen regarding that. Uh,
Yes, give me few minutes.
okay. So let's come to the another question. Any project will be given in this internships? Yeah, Kasa, can you answer that question? Okay, I think Kasa have some network issue regarding this. Okay, yeah, you will get
Yes.
definitely get a
Like
live.
I'm
Okay, am I audible now? Am I visible and audible now?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Okay, so are we answering Chetan at the moment? Any project will be given in this internship. Chetan, yes, you will be given some live projects to work on, or you, if you have any idea of your own that you want to work on, you may proceed with that as well.
Okay, so about that login, right? Let's create another user, right? Let's say name is Krishan and
Yeah, let's
09,
let's create a user
right?
and
Now,
show Soham that how it's done.
yes, uh, enter your mail ID. Mm, mm, mm. This is my mail ID.
Krishan, you are already taken.
Yeah, I think because like I have several mail IDs and all of them are taken. Most of them are taken. Let me just let give me few minutes.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, fine. Let's
Krishna,
find.
take my Gmail ID right now.
Let's create to form another company to sell you.
Okay.
Okay, and let's set a password. Wait. Now you have to solve a puzzle, guys. Yeah. Now, basically, click on join free for free, and it is basically creating a account. And you here have it. So, and then make sure that you select a free plan and you don't
GitHub
select
takes
any.
care of your entertainment as well. It will give you games to play.
Definitely. You can see you can how many work you can do. You can write code over here. You can manage your homework if you're in the school. You can manage product. You can manage your UI UX designs. You can manage. You can use it for marketing and sales. You can use it for data analytics. You can use it as teacher or anything that you want, right? So that's why I think GitHub is one of its kind, and it is the best version control system that we have now. How much program experience that you have, do it as per you wish, right? And what are you going to use it for? Use it GitHub for? You can use it for learning code. You can use it for hosting a project or anything, right? So this is basically how you create your account, right? So yeah, let's add few things in my account. Let's add a you can add your profile picture, right? And let's add a bio. Hi, here to learn. Let's do this, right? Add your Twitter account if you have any Twitter account. Make sure that you have actually, and make sure that you are practicing well on Twitter, because Twitter is like booming, and make sure that you follow some great tech geeks over there, and that is really helpful, right? Now just basically click it and you have your bio over here, right? And one more thing I forgot to talk about is that this graph over here. This graph basically tells everything about you. So when you're going into any company, and basically they would be looking at your GitHub profile, and first thing that they would look is this graph. This graph basically shows you how much you are active in coding, right? So and this is whole empty for now because the account is just been created, and the more greener it is, the more better it is, right? So and if I talk about my own profile, in my own profile, and you can see that lately I have been doing that much coding, but I was active for a few in a moment when I was doing my projects. Okay, you can't see. Yeah, right. So again, in order to create your repository, go to the repository, add new, and it would ask for a verification, verify your email ID, and then you're good to go. I guess that would do. If you have any questions, please ask.
Guys, if you have any
Let's wait for
question
2 minutes
regarding
to get
this,
any question.
please ask.
Let's wait for 2 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
There is an energy, and at the first time when everyone joined us, na, there's a more energy regarding. But right now, it's like a complete like a conversion of energy from pure source to a dark source.
So, guys, are we lacking entertainment? Do you want some?
Amit, they want you to drink beer. Amit, they want you to drink beer.
Oh,
And they also
bro, ये
want to
कभी नहीं
know,
हो सकता.
Krishan, who you are taken by, who have taken you.
Oh my god, no one. Are we
Okay.
talking about which
Now you're
company?
lying,
Are we
man.
talking
You're
about?
lying.
Are we talking about which company?
No, 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 no. We don't
No,
care
I
about the
think we are talking about company.
company. We are getting personal here.
Oh my god. How can we collaborate with you guys?
Amit, get some beer, man.
Collaborate
We
in
are
the
waiting.
so yeah,
Mohammed Harman is quite active. He have already made a GitHub account.
that's
Great
great.
man, great Herman. It's nice
Great,
to
great,
hear.
great.
I mean, it's nice to hear, really. Okay,
Acha,
so
do one
Aman is
thing, guys,
saying,
and
no, sir, today is
yeah,
no doubt. Today's class is wonderful. I like today's class. Aman, thank you so much. And it was really great interacting with all of you.
yes, yes, yes,
And we are looking
really.
forward to we are looking forward to join you tomorrow as well. So please be there. Timing is same. We will start by 5:30 sharp. Exceptions not included. Fingers crossed.
Uh,
I
yeah,
think
great.
as
Let's do one
they
thing.
think
Let's do one thing.
they are uh, yeah,
Sorry, Amit, you were saying one thing, something.
yeah, Krishna.
Yeah,
No,
I
no,
was in a,
can
I
continue.
was doing at a create a GitHub account, okay, and then give me a follow. My and a user ID already. I would also put it on chat, and also I would put it on WhatsApp, and I would also give you a follow back, right? So let's do that thing. Let's increase our followers.
Okay. So for
What more
when
you
you
can
ask
ask
about
for?
regarding attendance form, we have not considered attendance form. We have posted actually we have post on LinkedIn regarding that when we are coming in that session, live session, then we post something over there. Those who are not joining us at the end, okay, comment over there, like over there, that attendance for you over there because we will find that how much you have participate over there. Or basically that like in Facebook, you have doing stuff like posting a photos regarding that thing. Like that thing is same. And at that in job for the job purpose, you will get basically many things over there. There are many companies, those who search your profile, which they have requirement. Like Krishna, I think you have giving one example regarding that.
Sorry,
At that
actually,
time, you have saying that na in
hmm?
okay,
Voice is
what?
lagging, man. Your voice is lagging too much.
No, no,
You're
no.
sounding like a robot.
Actually, I
He is
think
indeed a
my
robot.
voice is my network is all right, but right now I think your audio is not
Yeah,
maybe.
I think it's mine too. My battery just ran. Can you type or can you type in chat
Okay.
which what question were you asking?
Yeah, yeah.
Amit, do a thing. Write on
Actually,
Actually,
a
and
I'm
A4
not
sheet
asking a
and
question.
show it on the screen like this.
sir, and is his voice clear to you
What?
or is it just me?
Not completely. Not completely. Even I'm clueless. What was he trying to say?
Yes, yes.
It's my bad. I think my voice is lagging. So bind up the session. I think we will bind it the session. If any queries regarding there, so we will be continuing that
Uh,
Wait,
tomorrow.
wait, wait.
Over there.
there is
Being
one query that we should clear it out right away. So Krishna, this is for you.
yes,
Uday Pratap is asking,
yes, yes.
sir, I also made a account and I'm not getting an option to create a repository. So please help him with creating a repository.
Okay. So first of all, you have to verify your account to create any repository. So and you would be getting a verification mail. Make sure that you have verified that, and after that, you would get a create repository over here. Let me just show you.
Okay, he did it. He did it. So Uday, are you done with
He did
creating a
it.
repository
Okay,
or are
great.
you done with verifying your account? Okay, Ganesh has also created his repository.
I'm
And
sorry,
Eternal, you have a query,
all your
please, you
voices
may
are gone.
ask. I hate these network issues, man.
Really, man.
Okay, Soham. Okay, so Uday is verifying his account at the moment. Eternal is saying, please, I want
Okay.
to attend live
Mhm.
stream, but 6 to 7 is so busy. Um, so Eternal, I'll look into this matter and I will somehow try to help you with this matter. If you're busy from 6 to 7, you can go through the videos that are available on YouTube, or if you have any questions from the session or doubts or anything, you can ping into the WhatsApp group, or you can find my contact number as well by the @ASR, and you can contact me directly. I'll help you out with it.
Okay. Uday said that he has verified his account, but yet option is not showing. Make sure that you are looking at the correct place, because many times actually you don't get the option because because of any network issues or any other stuff. So create exit your Chrome, open it again. Maybe then you would see option. If again no and your option is not coming, then please do one thing, and ping me on WhatsApp. You can find my number from groups in whichever group you are, right? So and you can ping me directly. I would help you out.
So, guys, let's bind up this
Okay, you
session
installed the
because
app.
we are six.
You wait. Uh, you installed the
Okay.
app.
So,
Actually, do
not in Chrome.
Uday,
and
Uday, please don't do
if you're
anything with
installing
the
an app,
app.
then
Do it on the desktop version. Use the Chrome on your desktop or your laptop. Mobile app won't help with any uploading or downloading. You will get completely confused with it.
Sir, we
So
have a web
please,
application
please,
over
please,
there.
it's a request. Joining my hands, it's a request. Use the laptop.
yes, please.
So let's bind up the session
Yeah.
and see
Yes.
you everyone tomorrow. And please be available. It was really nice talking to all of you, connecting with all of you, and all three of us are looking forward to connect with you tomorrow as well. And there were some questions. Ganesh was asking who will be our trainer. So trainer will be module wise. We have multiple trainers along with three of us, and all those trainers will be introduced to you tomorrow and with the module as well. So stay tuned.
Actually, Akash sir, my voice is clear right now. I'm audible.
Yes, it is.
Actually, basic thing is that right now we have tomorrow we have a session. At that time, we have a very real life example over there. So I think today everyone has thinking about that. There's a theoretical sessions right now, but at tomorrow and other session time, you will get a many good example and many actually like a silly joke, na sir? Yes, regarding the jokes. With the example, you have some jokes now.
Okay.
Okay, so wind up the session and thank you all guys to join us. And we have providing you our LinkedIn as well as other account where you have our GitHub account where you have repository your assignment or repository your assignment over there and pull a request and comment or pin me or DM me if you have request that thing over there. Thank you guys.
So
Okay.
guys, take care. Stay safe, stay in, follow social distancing, use sanitizers, and please take care as much as possible. And since we are coders, me, Krishan, Amit, we are coders and we are single, so we promote breakups. You can contact us anytime.
Oh God.
Okay, so jokes apart,
let's
see you tomorrow. We will be
let
cracking
let
jokes,
let
a hell lot of
let's
jokes.
not discuss that. Oh
So we'll
yes.
keep on cracking jokes of each and
Okay.
every kind. So stay sharp, stay on your toes. Thank you. Thank you. See you tomorrow, guys.
Okay. See you guys. Alvida.